Right, a nice quick video, Jonathan. That's all we're going to do here. No bluffs, no edits. We're trying to get it all done. Hello, I'm Jonathan M0JSX. Thanks for joining me today in what's hopefully going to be a very quick video to highlight something that I didn't know existed, but I think it's worth having a little bit more publicity. I was reading the December 2022 edition of Radio User, which coincidentally is the last edition of Radio User, so it might be worth going to grab a copy for posterity if you want to. But I was reading it and there was a nice article in there about QRP operating by Steve Hartley, G0FUW. And the article is very nicely written, very well written, goes into what QRP operating is for someone who doesn't necessarily know anything to do with amateur radio, because Radio User historically has not been an amateur radio magazine. And he mentioned one paragraph which was about something called the RSGB Foundation Award. And he mentioned in the article that it wasn't very well publicised at all. And I've never heard of this before. So did a quick search on Google and sure enough, it does exist. The RSGB Foundation Award. There's also an Intermediate 100 Award, they call it. But I want to just go through what the Foundation Award is, what it's there for, and why I think if you're new to the hobby, this is something to really sort of get excited about and possibly take part in. So the RSGB Foundation Award, I'm going to read directly from the RSGB's website here. This award is available to UK foundation licence holders. It encourages activity across 4 designated bands during the first year of being licensed. And there are 3 levels of award: bronze, silver and gold. Bronze is 40 contacts, silver is 70 contacts, and gold is 100 contacts. The requirement is a minimum of 10 contacts and a maximum of 25 contacts per band. You can use CW, SSB or FM. The bands we're talking about here are 40, 20, 17 and 2 meters. And multiple contacts with the same amateur do not count either, so it has to be unique contacts. What's really nice here is those contacts don't need to be confirmed, so you don't have to use Logbook of the World, you don't have to exchange paper QSL cards or use Club Log or anything like that. So long as they are in your log and they're a unique station, they will count, provided that you've not reached that maximum per band. I think this is something really good to do because, let's be honest, getting 10 contacts, if you're going for the bronze award, say 40 contacts, getting 10 contacts on 40 meters, 20 meters, 17 meters and 2 meters isn't going to be very difficult. Unless you're in the middle of nowhere for 2 meters, that might be a bit tricky, but then you could go out and use something like SOTA, go out on top of your local hill, put up a sort of short pole with something like a flower pot antenna, for instance, and a handheld, and get on there that way. What's really nice is the application form itself has your logbook on it, so you don't even need to run a separate log if you don't want to. You can run the application form as your logbook, and you can clearly see on here you've got a section 40, 20, 17 and 2, the call sign and the date that you worked them. You don't need to log anything other than that. So no signal reports, you don't need any of that. Now we move on to the Intermediate 100 Award. Now this is only available to UK intermediate licence holders and encourages activity during the first year of having the intermediate licence. So if you've just upgraded from foundation to intermediate, you want to perk your ears up at this point. There's only one award, which is to work 100 contacts. You must work 25 contacts on each of the 4 designated bands, and they are different bands. We'll come to those in a bit. The modes available to you are CW, SSB, data modes, and as appropriate on each band. It says data modes there. I would assume that also includes FT8. The bands that count are 80, 40, 30, and 17. So the interesting one there being 30 meters, of course, you haven't got SSB, so you're going to have to rely on either CW or data modes to get your 25 contacts on 30 meters. What's also quite interesting there is none of those bands, apart from 80 and 40, those bands are not harmonically related. So, for instance, you're going to have potentially separate antennas for 30 and 17. If you run an end-fed half wave, let's say for the 80 meter band, that's going to give you 80 and 40, but not 30 or 17. And multiple contacts with the same amateur do not count. So that's the thing again. And again, with this one, you don't need to confirm the QSO. So it is just same format as the Foundation Award. You just fill in the log that's included on the application form. Now there is a stipulation for both the Foundation Award and the Intermediate 100 Award, which is the following. It's at the top of the application form. It says, to apply for the award, please list claimed contacts in the attached check sheet, which must be certified by an RSGB affiliated club official or 2 licensed amateurs holding a full license, and sign the declaration below. So basically, if you are a member of an amateur radio club, you can just get a club official, maybe the chairman or the treasurer, to sign the form for you. Alternatively, you can just get if you've got 2 friends that are full license holders, get them to sign the declaration for you, and you're good to go. So it's very easy to get these awards, and I think if you are relatively new to the hobby, this is a really nice way of encouraging you to get on the air and have a certificate that says that you've completed this. Personally, I mean, I've been in amateur radio far too long to consider doing this, but if you are new to the hobby, I highly recommend that you get on the air and go out and pursue either the RSGB Foundation or the Intermediate 100 Award. I think that's a fantastic thing, and I think it should be encouraged and publicised more widely. RSGB, come on, why is it I've never heard of this before? Thanks very much for watching. There's another video just coming up over here that I think you might like, and until the next time, thanks very much. 73, bye bye.